I talk about the future of micromobility. Easy, right? I have all the answers. Well, no, I don't, because we can decide where it goes. Number of topics, for me, personally, mind-boggling. Urbanization. Everyone's living in the city now. Environmental impact. Cheap transportation. Material sustainability. How often have we spoken about that today? Ownership versus pay-to-use. Last mile, multimodal transportation. People using different types of vehicles to get to work or get to home. Endless topics. We also have 8 billion people living on this planet now, and 57% of them live in cities. Great opportunity. It's clear that the topic of micromobility triggers conversations and issues. The story is so utterly complex. My problem is, I don't quite get it. Because I haven't met anyone so far that loves it. In this world of micromobility, where we've come up with amazing little vehicles to get people traveling around the cities, I miss the wow. I miss the fascination. I miss the passion. That's why I'm here. My name is Craig. I'm a designer. In simple terms, being a designer for me is means just one thing, and it's this. I obsessively observe what's going on out there and challenge myself to imagine a better version of now. Right? And it can get really annoying because I can't stop 24 hours just thinking, what could be next? What could be better? What could make people's lives more easy? What could make people stand up and enjoy themselves more? I've spent nearly 2 decades finding new ideas and combining people's needs with their wants. But I'm digressing. Back to the subject at hand, micromobility. So micromobility has presented us with a whole host of fantastic opportunities to answer the needs of our city-dwelling, as we just learned, majority. 57% of our population are living in the cities. And in many cases, as we see here, cities are trying to do something in this micromobility world. This one is a bit of a challenge. It's called, can you spot the micromobility vehicle? No, because there's not one there. So a lot of these cities and city planners, it's almost like they're ticking the boxes of, yes, we're doing something in micromobility because it's one of the global megatrends, so we have to do something, right? On the other hand, this is our beloved Vienna, and it's unbelievable how this cycle network has been transformed. Unbelievable. It's like more people on bicycles and electric scooters and other vehicles traveling around, and then you look across to the road, and there were these people frustrated in their cars, calling each other silly names, and it's like, wow, this is cool. This is interesting. This is something new. This I could not have imagined just 15 years ago. Pretty cool. And micromobility has also moved the goalposts. Because for the last 70, 80 years, when we spoke about the future of mobility, I think we all had pictures like this in our minds, right? And Hollywood didn't help us there. Our imaginations ran riot. In the future, we're going to have highways flying everywhere. And I mean, all of our Hollywood films for the last 20, 30 years have felt like this. And I think we've all felt like, yes, this is the future we want to go to. And then along comes micromobility, and suddenly we're able to use our cities as they are right now, with a little bit of tweaking on bicycle lanes, and enjoy the wonders of our cities, our beautiful cities that we have now. What a beautiful picture. This is New York. This is a pretty much unseen picture of New York. It's a very non-classical picture of New York. Right? Normally we see all of this stuff up here, right? But this is our reality. And most of our cities around the world look like this. This is where people live. This is where people work. So I can't imagine we're just going to knock it all down and build our megacities and the future of mobility is solved. No, no, no. The wonderful thing about micromobility is we can utilize everything we have now, the roads that we built for for horses and carts and the early cars. We can now utilize them for this micromobility world. Wonderful. As I said, bumps, bins, tram trucks, buses, bustling people. It's our culture. These are systems and infrastructures that have been built up over hundreds of years. We can keep our heritage. We can keep our beautiful old towns feeling alive with the whir of electric scooters. Oh, this doesn't look like that Hollywood picture, does it? No, because this is us. This is what we did. I found a lovely quote. As cities around the world continue to grapple with the challenges of rapid urbanization, embracing micromobility may be one of the most effective ways to ensure that our urban centers remain vibrant, healthy, and accessible for all. Wonderful. Beautiful, incredible, I love it. We humans have built some rather special things. And now, with micromobility, we have these happy people moving around in freedom. So, hang on. If things are on the move and progressing so well, then why are we here today? Shift the mood. Because I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced by what we're doing yet. What happens if we continue to pump out so many of these cheap, simple to produce, as fast as possible, get them out their vehicles and create services around them? I'm not sure the picture's perfect yet. And in fact, I'm not sure I love what I'm seeing anymore. We're filling the streets with batteries, yes, good. It's all in the name of change. Also seemingly lawless riders, right? How many people have been confronted by these crazy electric scooter riders riding on the pavement? Or we're a whole host of new problems we're creating for ourselves as well, right? But I have confidence in us. I'm an optimist. I think that we are brilliantly using our cities as a test lab for micromobility ideas and solutions. And the genre is still in its infancy. We're right at the beginning of this micromobility movement. So I'm not going to judge what's happened. But it's okay. We win some, we lose some. We're clearly trying and we're learning. And I think this is part of being creative. This is part of an iterative process. It's an industry in its infancy. Right now is the chance that we have to figure out what we want from all of this micromobility futures. So, I think we've identified a need. And I think we've come up with lots of interesting product ideas that fulfill this need. Pretty cool technology to make some good, useful vehicles that have smashed up some paradigms. Good job. And in fact, I think we've also identified a world of opportunity. And look what's going on. Thousands of companies have sprung up and are offering quick, easy, affordable, and sometimes extravagant, and sometimes pretty wacky products. But it's a proving ground. Cool. And then there's this S-pedelec thing. I had no idea how cool these things were. I don't think there's a faster way of getting around cities than on these 45 kilometers per hour bicycles. What I wonder is, now we've identified this need, what is the want? Have we slowed down enough, have we slowed down even once, to ask ourselves the question, what else could we be using our micromobility thingies for? Could we use them to support the things we love doing? What about our hobbies? Could we utilize our new micro-friends to boost our pastimes? Could we utilize our new micro-friends to bring in new elements, new uses, to boost our living quality in our cities? Could we optimize micromobility to combine uses, transport of medical goods or packages? We don't know. I think we've only just started this whole thing. I'm not sure we really began to tap into the opportunities that we have. The beauty of movement, feeling unique. we started working on the practical. What about the emotional? Movement that feels at home in these beautiful cities around the world. I have the feeling that we've been so busy considering all the complex issues surrounding the topic, we didn't get a chance to actually create some products that we actually love and want to live with and want to see around. Okay, now I'm just moaning. So how should we go about this? It's playtime. So, the ultimate way to find answers, disengage, let go, take a step back. I have here a quote from one of my heroes, John Cleese. The ability to disengage from reality and play like a child is crucial to creative success. So all we need to do is start smiling and playing, and we're going to come up with some answers. So I take this very seriously, and I did what my hero John Cleese told me to do. And I created a space to hide out with the very best people I could find. And we created a habit of disengaging and made the time to actually play with all of these topics, whether it's in micromobility for some clients, whether it's in a motorcycle world, whether it's in the bicycle world. And after years of learning from the fastest companies in mobility, we began to realize that to tackle our mobility challenges in the most productive and creative ways, we need to start playing again. And we called it RiDE. We are an incubator for ideas and dreams. We merge experience and knowledge with fascination and passion. We dream up ideas that only come to us during true play. And we come up with product and strategy ideas, serious business proposals for a host of brands that want to step it up. We zoom out, we look at the big picture, and then we zoom right back into the detail, like you see here. Some of the many projects that we're working on, creating vehicles that blur the boundaries and challenge the norms, whilst embodying the brands that they will be born into. We hide away and give ourselves exactly the time needed in order to make the impact required to make the difference. And even in this micromobility world, we explore all the possibilities that we can think of for how we could utilize this new space. Modularity, innovative manufacturing, sustainability, new use cases, new experiences for potential customers out there. Ideas that people will love. Oh, back to the point at hand. How about more lightweight, clever manufacturing ideas, modularity, and real sustainability? Yes, we need all of that. But let's do it in the kind of way that made the car world, the fashion world, the furniture world, architecture world so enticing, so exciting. This is a call to action for engineers, planners, business owners, automotive brands. Before we lose ourselves in building masses and masses of vehicles with a scarily low life cycle that present a whole load of new issues, let's put our minds together to create some wonders again. Some ideas that stand the test of time. How about it?